Hey everybody, this is Dr. Maharaja Subramanian over here, and in this video I wanted to discuss about the concept of free will in terms of being able to create your dream reality. How do you use your free will? How do you empower yourself, and add on to your free will and use that energy to be able to create your dream reality. So what happens is, according to me, and this is my own personal perspective, which I feel is like we are confronted and we are given in a lot of constraints, a lot of patterns of thinking, a lot of models of thinking, which can be ascribed to the way the society is, the way the culture is, the way our religious belief systems are. All those things actually puts us into a zone or into certain boxes, which can to a certain extent be also, which I will term as giving us a limitations. It can be considered as a limitation, or it can be considered as a guideline for you to win. The thing is, how do they act? Do they empower you to be able to achieve your dreams? Then they are really empowering. If they are not empowering you to be able to achieve your dreams, the positive dreams, which are of the highest good for you and everybody involved, if they are not really helping you to achieve the dream goals that you have set for yourself, to manifest into reality the dreams that you have, then chances are there that some of them, not all of them, some of them may actually be limitations, may actually be your limitations. And it is over there in terms like how much do you have a free will. And the free will in that case is like acts on in terms of the following criterias. What is it? First is to have a dream. First is to really have a dream goal. That's number one. A lot of people don't have a dream goal. They just live by through their life, submitting themselves to the social rules, submitting themselves to the cultural rules and all those things, and living somebody else's lives. They don't have an idea like, okay, fine, this is how I want my life to be. Rather, they end up living life according to someone else's definitions. The first one, the reason to having a free will, is like being able to create, having the strength, having the willpower, having the inner power, whichever you want to call it. Free will, inner power, personal power, willpower, ambition, dream, energy, soul power, all those things. Like being able to first dream your dreams, have big dream goals, have big ambitions for your life in terms like how do you want to create the best of your life. That's number one. And number two, having the criteria that your dream goals are of the highest good of everybody involved. That is like it's good for you, it's good for other people, there's no harm, there's no ethical legal harm done for other people, and it's like it's something that's going to lead on to an expansive growth for everybody involved. That's something that's very, very, very important according to me. And the third one is like, yes, people do set goals, people do certain ambitions, people do have dream visions. The next part is like having the energy, having the willpower to be able to go and take the action that is going to help you to manifest the dreams into your reality. Now, it may be in terms of changing your belief systems, it may be in terms of changing your internal state, it may be in terms of changing your skill set or acquiring new skill set, it may be in terms like taking a new set of actions, it may be in terms of like generating new powerful habits. Whichever it is, you may have to learn something and then you may have to execute something. The question is, are you having the willpower to go and learn? Because any new learning also has a slight amount of discomfort associated with it at many a times. So a lot of people, what they say, no, I don't want to learn this, let me stay within their comfort zone. Till that time it becomes so uncomfortable that they have to learn it. So how is your free will? Do you have that inner power to be able to go and learn new stuff, which is going to empower you both in the short run and the long run? Are you able to having the free will to be able to associate learning with positivity, learning with a deeper sense of meaning and purpose, rather than just looking at, oh my god, I'm moving out of my comfort zone? It's not always like we move out of our comfort zone. We are expanding our comfort zone, we are expanding to our growth zone. That's something that's very, very important. And it's more of again I'm saying, disempowering belief systems which hold you back in terms of being able to learn new stuff. That's something that's very much possible, and that's something that very much happens. So there again, like how much you are able to use your willpower to be able to go and learn new stuff, go able to unlearn things which no longer serve you, and learn things which are going to serve you for the highest benefit. Okay, that's something that's there. And then be able to take action. A lot of people, just because the action doesn't come just like that easily for them, what they do, They just procrastinate. They just wait for someone. They just put themselves in a victimhood, or in a followership role, and wait for somebody else to come and do it. What happens? Sometimes it does work out if you are able to find the right person who is going to help you. I mean, over there, at least you need to put in the action to be able to go and find the right person who is going to do the work for you. Otherwise, what happens? You'll be just waiting, and the time just goes off, and your dream may never become a reality. So there again, is it like in terms like you going to go and take the action, or you going and being able to find a person who is going to take that action for you, in terms like outsourcing or finding an employee, finding somebody who can teach you that. Whichever way it is, it's about like being able to take in the action. So one really interesting scene that actually happens, that I can recommend over here or refer over here is, there's a sign, there's a scene, okay, there's a scene, movie scene, in the movie The Batman Rises, I believe, where Bruce Wayne is taught about like the will to act. Okay, just go and Google Batman Bruce Wayne will to act. You should be able to find it, and that's a really important part over there, in terms of being able to develop your inner power, developing your free will to be able to take the necessary action to be able to win in the game of life, and to be able to make your dreams a reality. That's something that I feel is very, very important. Okay, and the next part. So first part, quickly, the first part is about like being able to develop the free will to be able to dream big. The second part is like being able to dream it in such a way that it's of the highest benefit for all people. The third one is like having the free will to be ready to take that action, which is going to help you to make the dream into a reality. Whatever action is necessary, either you have to do it, or you have to find a person who can help you to do it, or you have to find a person who is going to do it for you. Either you do it yourself, or find a person who is going to help you to do it, or the third one is find a person who will do it for you, so that you can just see the reward. So in business terms, it's like do it yourself, done with you, or done for you service. That's what it is in terms of business service. So go and find which of those three buckets you want someone's help from. Okay, you need to have that willpower to be able to go and knock on the doors and get it done, sometimes, many times. Okay, that's something that's very, very important. And the next aspect is like about like having the free will to be able to overcome the challenges. Yes, when you are looking at achieving something really worthy, something really purposeful, something really extremely meaningful, and something that can be said as a dream goal, a big ambitious goal, what's going to happen? You're going to come across challenges. So the challenges, some of them are within, some of them are outside you. What do you mean by some of them are within and some of them are outside you? Some of them are outside you, where you need to be able to learn how to enroll people into your vision, how to be able to lead people, how to be able to negotiate with people. So all those things, like it's something outside. How to be able to manage your time, how to be able to manage your boundaries. All those things are external. There are something internal also, in terms like how much are your thought patterns. Your thinking becomes a key criteria for the type of actions that you take. So how do you manage your thought patterns? Are your thought patterns and belief systems, are they empowering you or are they disempowering you? So if they are disempowering you, how much you are able to shift your disempowering patterns and like let them go, release your disempowering thought patterns. How you are able to overcome your resistance. So the resistance usually shows up as feelings. Exactly, feelings. So the feelings, some of the feelings are just you feel them. Some of the feelings, a lot more of feelings, are feelings that you feel in the body, as in like in terms of aches, pains, tiredness, fatigue, fever, all those stuff. Like you can just go and Google what are the physical symptoms of resistance, and you'll be able to again come up with a huge list depending upon which site you're able to access. So that's something, like you should also have the free will to be able to overcome your resistance and all the disempowering thought systems. And yes, even when you're going and trying out actions, certain things, like developing a skill set or doing it yourself, if you're doing it for the first time, not a lot of things work out the first time. Not a lot of things. Few things do work out the first time itself. Not a lot of things may work out in the first time itself. The key over there is to find out whether you're doing in the right action, the right amount of quantity, at the right place, with the right people, and at the right timing. And then ask yourself, are you being persistent, consistent, frequent, and patient with those actions? Let me repeat. Right action, with the right people, at the right place, at the right time, in the right way. in the right quantity. All right, along with persistence, consistency, frequency, and patience and perseverance to be able to do it repeatedly so that you can receive and allow the rewards to come. So you need to develop your free will for all those things. Yes, I have described free will in terms of like getting your dreams into your reality in various parameters. Maybe go through this whole video again, make notes, answer every single question in the terms like, okay, fine, are my actions really the right actions? Am I doing those actions with the right people? Like, say for example, you want to be more productive, ask yourself, yes, am I being productive with the right people? Yes, am I spending time with people who are going to help me be productive, or am I spending time with people who are distracting me, who are keeping me busy, or who are leading me to do stuff which are not important for me? Right place, yeah, I mean, like, that's the place do matter, right? And right timing, yes, am I doing it at the right time, or am I procrastinating it a lot, or am I doing it too early? Right frequency and right amount of actions. It's not always like, okay, fine, you go to a gym, lift a barbell or a dumbbell, and then you have a huge biceps. You have to do it repeatedly, right? Repetition is important over there. So how much are you being able to repeat that action over there? And it should be consistent, it should be you should persist, and you should allow it some patience. It's again, like, I will use the same example. You can't just lift a dumbbell and see like, okay, fine, has your biceps increased by 2 inches of sizes or something like that. You have to be really patient by like repeating the exercise, giving it the enough stimulation, giving the muscle enough stimulation for it to grow, giving it the right type of nutrition, giving it the right type of rest. That's something, like, those factors are always associated. So providing the right, being able to provide the right environment, the right factors for growth is something that's very, very important. And in all these areas, your free will, according to me, the way I have seen it, the way I have seen it in terms of my success, the way I have seen it in terms of my failures, the way I have seen it in terms of my growth, the way I have seen it in terms of being able to help other people to grow in their life, the willpower is something that's very, very important. The willpower is something that's very, very important. How much are you having the willpower? How much you are having the inner power? How much you are having in terms of the ability to make decisions? That's something that's very, very important, and that's by far the most important asset you can have. Okay, and let me even add up, take some 30 more seconds or a minute and add up, like, another perspective in terms of looking at free will. Yes, I'm having a willpower that I can set a goal without thinking about my limitations. All right, now that's the state I may be in the beginning of the day. Throughout the day, I go through various challenges, I face tiredness, I get tired, like, I feel sleepy and all those things. Then do I have enough willpower to make a huge decision? The answer will be no. The answer will be no. What happens then? Then I will say, like, okay, fine, let me just push it off, let me just procrastinate and maybe think about it later, maybe after a week or after a month. My god, that's what it is all about. That's what free will is all about. How much of willpower you are able to conserve, how much of willpower, inner power, personal power you are having at your disposal to be able to achieve the things that you want. So go through this video again, like, think through the patterns, think through how much you are putting yourself in a position that you have a higher probability to succeed and to win. That's something that's very, very important. Alright, so this is Dr. Maharaja Siv Subramanian signing off, wishing you great success in your personal life, in your professional life, in your business, in your career, in your relationship, in your wealth factor, in all areas of your life. Wish you great success and have a great day. Bye bye.